Welcome to the 93rd edition of Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures. This time I'm going to be talking about a new DVD from Cheesy Movies of a 1972 film called Terror at Red Wolf Inn. Now I have to admit that I had never heard of the movie before, but I'm really glad that I got to see it. This film has been called an early comedy horror movie. While the tone is not exceedingly dark, other than the final moments, I don't really get the comedy part. Sure, there is some humor in the film, obviously dark humor, but honestly, that doesn't make it a comedy. I have to say that I'm surprised this movie has never been talked about, or at least I've never seen it mentioned in reference to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was released a couple years earlier and features a family of cannibals that includes a police officer, and it takes place in an isolated location. The thing is, as lighthearted as this movie is, it's actually very creepy and dark. A young woman gets a letter saying that she has won a free vacation at an inn. The catch, she finds out, is that she has to go that day on a chartered plane provided as part of the prize. When she gets there, there are two other guests, and they are celebrating the last day of one of them, who is leaving in the morning after 2 weeks there. The movie gets gradually darker as it goes along. By the end, we're into some serious horror territory. I really don't know why this film doesn't get talked about more. It's really a great long-lost gem. In fact, the day before I watched it, I was a guest on a panel talking about cult movies of the 1970s. Had I seen this before doing that panel, I'm sure I would have included this movie in my list. Now, I know I mentioned the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Don't expect this to be as dirty and gringy as that film. It's a lot lighter in some ways. It's even lighter than something like the original Black Christmas. But it's definitely dark in terms of themes, though. There are some really strange aspects of the family, generally creepy things in their behavior beyond the fact that they're cannibals. And some scenes of very hedonistic meals are strangely creepy by themselves. I mean, part of it is the fact that we know they are eating human flesh, but just the way the act of eating was filmed, it's creepy without that knowledge. There really aren't any bonus features here. It's a pretty stripped-down disc. This long-lost gem is worth having, though, even with no extra bells and whistles. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.